Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on Supergirl Season 2. Now this is going to be my trailer breakdown for episode 16, otherwise entitled Star-Crossed. But before we get into anything else, let's actually watch the trailer.
Being a hero, falling in love, they're hard. And sometimes they hurt.
I've never seen a cruiser like that in my life.
Be careful.
Always am.
Hail Mon-El, Prince of Daxam.
This changes everything.
Supergirl, all new Monday, March 20th on the CW.
So if you couldn't tell by what is branded across certain points of this trailer, Supergirl is actually going on a week's break, just like all the other shows have done recently over the past couple of weeks. This episode also serves as the first part, or sort of the musical crossover with The Flash, but we will get back to that later on in the video. This episode will kick off from the ending of last episode, where we were introduced to the two new characters who will be making their mark in this episode. They are played by Teri Hatcher, who once played Lois Lane in The Adventures of Lois and Clark, and then we have Kevin Sorbo, who is most well known for playing Hercules back in the day.
Wait a minute. This isn't my world. Disappointed!
But let's go over the synopsis for this episode before we jump into the actual breakdown of the trailer, just to get a better understanding of what's going on. But before we do that, if you do go on to enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like on the video just to show your support. Let me know in the comment section down below what you're looking forward to most in this episode. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. A new villain comes to National City, putting Supergirl on high alert. Meanwhile, Win's girlfriend Lyra gets Win in trouble with the law. Maggie attempts to help Win, but old loyalties get in the way. The Music Meister attacks Supergirl. So I'm just going to point out the major points of discussion from the trailer, but if I do miss out on anything, then be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. The first big thing to go over is when we see that cruiser from the end of last episode again, and Mon-El says he has never seen anything like it before. Now, is Mon-El lying, or is he actually being genuine? He may be speaking the truth on never seeing it before, but he obviously isn't being 100% honest with everything, as we see later in the trailer. Guardian appears in the trailer for a short time. He did appear quickly last episode. They have sort of gone a bit dry with the whole Guardian story of late, but his storyline might pick up again in the last few episodes of the season, because there is rumours that the actor or the character of James Olsen might just be written off the show, or leave the show at least at the end of the season, go back to Metropolis, back to the Daily Planet, but we'll have to see what happens there. Now, this will be an interesting part of the episode as we revisit that scene during the destruction of Daxam from earlier this season, but we do get to see a tiny bit like before what we saw initially, as we see Mon-El hopping out of bed with a female, of course. And we have the guy who put him in the pod, who Mon-El made out to be royalty of Daxam. Now, this part of the episode might showcase whether Mon-El was a scumbag on Daxam or not, because we haven't really seen what he was like on Daxam, and whether when he's come to Earth, he's changed as a person. But this all leads on to the biggest part of the trailer, you would have to think, when we hear the character that Teri Hatcher is playing say, "Hail Mon-El, Prince of Daxam." And this is while she's at a dinner with Mon-El, Supergirl, and the character that Kevin Sorbo is playing. So now that the truth around Mon-El is out there, everything is going to run as it was, you know, go all smooth. Of course not. Mon-El is most likely in for some negative words after this one. But I guess one big question around this is the two characters, one played by Teri Hatcher and one played by Kevin Sorbo, are they Mon-El's parents? Is that what they're going for? Or are these just two people looking for Mon-El that knew him before? I don't know. We'll have to see what happens, but they could be his parents, I don't know. And the final thing to bring up from the trailer is that we actually see Music Meister for a short, quick moment in the trailer. He is handcuffed up and in the DEO. This would have to be at the end of the episode, you would have to think, unless he gets brought in earlier in the episode and then does his thing at the end, which leads on to the Flash episode the day after. So what's going to happen is that he's actually going to attack Supergirl at the end of this episode, and then Hank Henshaw and Mon-El, I think they're the only two take Supergirl to Earth 1 to get help from Barry and, you know, figure out what the hell's going on. Now, they actually released a trailer for the crossover. I have done a breakdown of that trailer and I've left that video linked in the description below. It will also be linked on the screen at the end of the video as well, so just if you do want to go watch it, might I say, just choose which option you want to do. But thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like on it. Let me know in the comment section down below, what are you looking forward to most in this episode? I'm expecting a lot of Music Meister comments, but I am expecting a lot of Mon-El comments as well. But yeah, let me know what you think of it and what you're looking forward to most in the comments. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys, and goodbye.